Today's Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network telecast is made possible by Lincoln Electric System. It's your electricity, own it. Union Bank, you belong here. And Nebraska Wesleyan University.
(49-44), Wesleyan with the slim lead here at halftime over the Hastings Broncos. Getting ready to tip off Lee Bronco basketball to start the second half. As one would expect, teams shooting well with a score such as this at halftime. 54.3, 51.6, 6 threes for Nebraska Wesleyan. Rebounding very even. Turnovers right there too. Been a very well played first half after both teams kind of settled in.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, Wesleyan had a slow start to get going, but once they kind of got the rhythm of the game going, got Bardsley going, got a couple of those secondary scorers going. And then Hastings had a stretch there about 8 minutes where they couldn't do much right offensively. So that kind of allowed Wesleyan to go on that little bit of a run. I think it was a 17-4 run there. Got him back in the game, got him the lead. Then it was a first half of runs. Hopefully second half has a little bit more flow to it than the first half did.
Thompson, Bardsley, Gieselman, Reese, and Stein to start for Wesleyan in this half. 24 on the shot clock. Inside. Kick out. Callahan was going to go up and send that one home with the flush, but he gets fouled instead. Take a look. Gieselman's second, first of the half of the Prairie Wolves on the line. Callahan. Knocks down the first free throw. Callahan and his teammate Damian Austin went at it in the GNAC tournament a few times back in high school. North Platte and Kearney respectively. This is the second. Bardsley, now they're trying to throw out a little trap out front there.
Bardsley might see a few double teams here this half.
He really had a quiet 13. Callahan at the steal, good outlet pass to Reinwald. Good body control up and in.
And Hastings starting the second half the way they started the first half, looking a little bit more comfortable offensively.
That was a great lead pass from the freshman. And triple for Gieselman. Reinwald got his man in the air, drew the foul, goes on Reitz. On the elbow before the block. Cool customer there.
The half of shooting with no fans underneath the basket is gone for the Broncos.
Reinwald knocks them both down.
I expect a little bit more of a coordinated effort, though, out of the students.
21 for Reinwald, a quiet 21 in the game. Bardsley through traffic. And Bardsley.
It's kind of been par for the course. Anybody going in the lane, you're either going to get hammered or you're going to get it in, but not going to be any easy, light layups here.
And look, Callahan. Good swing. That was Bill Lambier-like going through the lane of the Pistons in the 80s and 90s.
Nothing dirty about that.
But just a good hard foul.
But yeah, you're gonna feel it though.
Lambier played in the gray area.
Gray blackish area.
And the consecutive free throw streak for Bardsley comes to an end at 31. He had hit 31 in a row. 53-49, Reinwald, nowhere to go. Kick out for Austin. Callahan working hard inside, no shot. First a push. Reese has been on the wrong side of some hand checks and blocking fouls of his three. You can see he sort of shook his head in disgust here, but he was beat put a hand on him. Gonna draw the whistle. Callahan's pass poked away. Stein with the basketball. Gieselman's had the hot hand. Good pressure by the Broncos. Pull up for Stein, short. Gieselman with an offensive putback, spin in the lane, hangs from 7. Got it.
Winston, as he's going back down, not sure if he tweaked a knee or an ankle or something on that.
Still good closeout D. Ethan Karn with the rebound. Keep an eye on Gieselman, and if that injury affects him at all, if he shakes it off.
Have a stagnant offensive possession here.
Foul on Lena.
Foul number 35, Zach Lena, his first, team second. Now in for Hastings for 3 from Usual.
Usual checks in. Also in for Nebraska Wesleyan, Max Ritchie, a sophomore from Nebraska City. Gieselman all the way out top, draws the foul of Callahan, a crafty veteran move there.
It's been a fun battle watching those two kind of go at it. You got the older player that kind of knows what he needs to do, but then you got a pretty talented freshman with some good size. There's a fun battle between those two going on.
That's his third, and Coach Gaver is going to let him in there here at 17:30 in the second half. Gieselman from way downtown. Foul's going to go on Musial. Fourth team foul on the rebound, his third.
Wait, Thompson,
check that second.
Thompson skied on that one to get in position to draw the foul there.
Little intangible things that he does. Karn dumps it back to Thompson, sneaky. Give the assist to Karn there. Back to an 8-point lead here. Inside, Bloom has it blocked by Thompson. Gieselman rips down the rebound. Gieselman going to the hole. Offensive. And you saw that look about midcourt that Gieselman was going to go coast to coast.
And the Bronco is paying for it down there. That Bloom's that's standing on the tracks when the train's coming through. Well said.
Rube.
Still trying to shake it off there down on the baseline.
Gieselman, I think, is going to get a breather here. He picks up his third. Coach Wellman with a high five. Bloom looks like he's still shaking it off.
that was a pretty big collision there. So.
Bloom with the ball in his hand here, though. He'll run things. Austin now. Callahan lobs it down low for Bloom. Puts it up and in. Thompson thought it was on the floor. He just basically gave him a two-hand shove there. Yep. Take a look.
I don't think Thompson was expecting him to work his way that far underneath the basket.
2 on Byron Thompson. 5 this half already on the Prairie Wolves. And there's your coordinated effort from the student section. The junior Minden product, a whippet, knocks it down.
It's coordinated, but it's not the best effort.
It's a midweek game. Right?
Yeah.
Give them the weekend. Good support, not just from the student section out here tonight.
No,
Nebraska Wesleyan's
great crowd.
Hastings.
I was going to say, Hastings usually follows, gets a pretty good following. But
partial block there by Musial.
We don't get a dumb reach-in foul here.
Well, they're kind of sitting on Noah Clausen. And both players weren't real sure what to do there. Handled well. Reinwald down the lane. Foul's going to go on the Prairie Wolves. Goes against Noah Clausen.
Bardsley might have slid in there, but I think they gave it going up.
They gave it to Clausen early. I think Thompson was probably going to be late anyway, and he was on the weak side help. This was up and in. Reinwald with 21. Second one good as well. Reinwald 8 for 8 from the line tonight. Back within 3 are the Broncos. Bardsley only 3 points this half. Thompson goes high off glass. Unable to convert. Wesleyan on a little bit of a drought here. Reinwald had it poked away by Thompson. Will stay with the Broncos. Student section getting after it here. Poked away by Karn. Good hands. Thompson crossover into the lane.
Good
wraparound pass. Good finish. Great find. Clausen's first 2 points, and he can thank Thompson for those later.
Good move. Saw the defense rotating.
Reinwald is really the thorn in the side right now for Nebraska Wesleyan.
Haven't been able to get
foul on Hansen.
Haven't been able to get Bardsley going here yet in the second half.
Second foul on Hansen, 5th of the night on the Broncos. Lena is going to pick up his second. The rest of the way out after this, we're shooting free throws.
We're not going to have to worry about anybody having to rack up fouls here at the end.
That's Clausen sits down. Reese returns. A few disjointed possessions on each end here. Keithan Karn gets an open look, and he drains it. Karn, 2 field goals, 8 points, and the lead's back to 6. Lena on the drive, kicks it out. Extra pass, 3 on the way, no good. Karn with the board. Here comes Thompson, his company. Kick it out. Good, quick first step by Byron Thompson.
Thompson sure settled into the flow of this game pretty good.
Good baseline drive, protected his side with the hoop there. Six points. Still the cushion here for Nebraska Wesleyan. Karn trying to extend it, left it short. Reese with the board, muscles his way in. Thompson's in the lane, he finds it. Does it fall? No. Whistle and a foul to go on Reinwald. His first by my count. Bardsley catching his breath, getting a drink over there during the free throws. First one's up and in by Thompson. They're extremely confident in Thompson's ability to make the free throws. Now Bardsley gets in there to try and rebound. Makes them both. Thompson with 14 tonight. Trying to push that lead back to double digits. They haven't been able to do it here in the second half. Reinwald down the lane, had it stripped by Thompson. Ahead for Bardsley. Got his hand on it, but it was just a little too far, the pass for Bardsley. Muscles his way through Reinwald. 27 for Reinwald.
Got to find a secondary scorer if you're Hastings.
Yeah, he has roughly half of your points right now. Thompson for a three, short. Had an open look. Gieselman will check back in with those 3 fouls here. And that earns a seat for Max Ritchie, some quality minutes. Spelling Gieselman with that 3rd foul. Get him on the bench for a while, got him back in. Long-range field goal here gets the Broncos within 1 possession. Bloom with a pull-up floater. Got it to go. Bloom in double digits. Spot up 3 on the way. Yes. Gieselman comes in off the bench, picks up where he left off.
I like that. Catch the ball before it gets out of the net, get it out, get a shot up quick before the defense can even transition back.
Musial for 3. He answers. Connor Musial answers with the 3, and the timeout is on the floor. 4-point game. Back with more after this.
I should pick Wesleyan because
it's a school that whatever you want to be in life, you can certainly do it.
I wanted a small school, small campus where I could be one-on-one with my professors.
It's just like one big family. Not to mention the kind of education she gets is wonderful.
I didn't apply to any of the schools. I know Wesleyan was the one that I wanted to come to.
We want you to come join us and be part of the Prairie Wolf family and be a part of the tradition of success.
Athletic training night here at the Snyder Arena. Honored their athletic trainers. Had a little halftime contest. There's some trivia winners. (69-65) here. 12-10, a lot of basketball left. Looked like Nebraska Wesleyan was maybe going to open it up to double digits, but a little run here. And the Hastings Broncos right back in it.
Kind of in the same way that Hastings in the first half seemed like they should have had a bigger lead. It's kind of got that same feeling right now that Wesleyan should have a 10, 12-point lead, and it's only a 4-point lead.
Gieselman had to sit there for a little while because of those 3 fouls. He came back in. He picked up right where he left off, drained a triple. See what he does this time down. It's the thing about this Wesleyan attack this year. You can't really zero in on one guy. And Bardsley has been having the huge nights, but everyone else, a lot of people in double figures tonight. Reese trying to go backdoor. Callahan was all over that pass. Again, a chance to get within a possession here. Usual, the freshman out there going against Reese. Bloom lost his footing a bit. Usual, fall away 3. Usual heating up. The North Star Gator with a couple triples.
Reese lost him on a little stutter step, and that was just enough separation that he needed to be able to catch in rhythm and get that shot up.
Thompson had an air ball last time on the 3. This time draws a little iron, and that ball a little loop-de-loop on the board. Broncos able to track it down. Usual able to get a hand on it. Foul. Let's see who it's on. Is it going to be on Reese or? It is. Reese picks up his 4th. Usual at the line for a pair.
He almost split the 2 Wesleyan defenders without any contact.
Right there, if anything, I think maybe it was Bardsley who got away with one.
I think Reese might have just completely fanned on him.
Usual with his free throw can hit double digits and give the Broncos their first lead since the 13:50 mark, and he does. Of the first half, that is. Gieselman bodies through. Off glass, got it to go. So many weapons from Gieselman. Lena had a chance to maybe find the cutter. Callahan squares up a 3. Karn nearly threw it away, trying to get it to Newby. Newby, Bardsley, Karn, Stein, and Gieselman right now.
See Stein get going too offensively for Wesleyan. Seems like we haven't called his
Gieselman
name
just muscles his way through. Then a reach and foul on Gieselman. Coach Wellman wanted the first one. Gieselman probably should have known better. That's 4 on Gieselman. I'm not saying there wasn't any contact earlier in the possession, but at the end, he probably didn't need to reach in there.
Usually when you throw your hands up like that too, that's almost a mission of
Oops,
guilt.
I did it, but I'm going to act like I didn't do it.
I'm begging for forgiveness that you don't call this on me.
1 and 1, that one's missed. Other way, here we go. It's free throw battle. There were final 10-17 of this one. Gieselman's going to have to take a seat here. Miller will come in. That's 3 on Kraus. Coach Wellman looking for an explanation from Dave Agee across the way.
We may get to 11 p.m. before this one's done if we're shooting free throws rest of the way out from here on. So
Gieselman makes the first of the 1 and 1. Second one falls short. Good cut there. Kind of had a hard time handling it, but able to hang on long enough was Kraus for 2. Knotted up 72-72. Still 9:50 left in this one. Bardsley's been quiet. And they do keep Gieselman in the game with those 4 fouls. Well, they're trying not to, but they just haven't had an opportunity to sub. Now Gieselman will sit down. Fouls on Callahan. That'll be his 4th. Take a look. Tried to split the double team. Callahan fell on top of Bardsley after the fact, too. Didn't mean to. Helped him up.
interesting how long Thompson sits here, too, for Wesleyan.
Reese has 4. Missed the first one there, did Bardsley. So Bardsley made 31 in a row and has missed 2 here tonight.
One came out funny. Didn't have much arc on it. Kind of was flat. Almost looked like it was spinning sideways, too.
Austin back in the game for the Broncos. Good quick first move there. Lena will go to the line for a pair. Fouls on Jake Miller, 2 on him. Miller was beat off the dribble on that one. One thing Hastings has done well tonight, that's convert from the charity stripe. Timeout on the floor, we'll pause as well. 73-72, Hastings on top.
What excites me is being able to build something that isn't there. We're not about following the norm, we're about creating.
New concepts, they're always in the back of my head. The burger place that everybody wants it to be.
It just went crazy, but it wasn't at a point that we knew it could fully support a new adventure.
Sebastian's Table is everything I love about food. So Union Bank willing to take on a restaurant and give us a chance. We know there's always somebody there who will back us if we want to do something new.
We don't want to slow down. We're ready to keep rolling.
1-point game here from Snyder Arena. Hastings on top. A lot of basketball yet to be played here, and both teams in the double bonus the rest of the way. Look at foul trouble up and down the lineup. Blake Reese has 4 for Nebraska Wesleyan. Gieselman with 4. That's really it for Nebraska Wesleyan. A couple players with 2. For Hastings, Callahan with 4. Kraus has 3. Hansen with a couple. Lena with 2. Miller has 2 for Nebraska Wesleyan, but a lot of ball and a lot of free throws to be shot yet in this one. Both teams playing very physical tonight. 1 free throw left here for Lena, the 6'4" senior from Millard North. His first, only the second miss of the half from the charity stripe. Newby into the game. Bardsley doubled, lost it off the leg of a Bronco. Bardsley will key it in far sideline, right in front of his own bench. The excitement's so big for Nebraska Wesleyan basketball, they have to add chairs to the end of the bench every night. Newby. Deep 3-pointer left side, no good. Battle for it. It's off Connor Musial. Stays with Nebraska Wesleyan, fresh 35. All the way out top. They have a set here to get Bardsley involved a little bit. Stein's only got 1 triple on the, actually he hasn't heated up at all. No triples yet for Stein. Bardsley with the basketball. Kick out for Newby in the corner. And he tickles the twine. Newby with 8 on the night. Back to a 2-point lead. Got a foul inside. I believe it's on Keithan Karn. That'll be his 3rd. Hold inside. It was away from the ball as the cutter was trying to go across the lane. It just held him a little bit. Free throws up and in for Tobin Reinwald. Unofficially has not missed a free throw yet this evening and has 28 points. Make it 29. Tied up at 75. Newby again for 3. That was short. Austin will push. Spots for a 3. Bloom with the board. Austin kept his dribble. Got it back to Musial. Battle going down low. Miller and Lana. Pace has slowed here the last 2 minutes. Karn mishandled it, hesitates, pulls up, little floater in the lane.
Good job avoiding the offensive foul there too. Had somebody waiting for him in the lane to draw the charge.
Just a little token pressure there, slow down the Hastings attack. Austin on the dribble. Austin has not scored yet tonight. Reinwald double team, splits it, steps through, lost it, got it back, put it in. Reinwald with 31. Thompson set to check back in shortly. Miller lost it. Hold foul. That was a good call there as he had him kind of chicken winged in there. Wasn't going to let him get to the ball. Miller with the turnover and then the foul. Right there. Grabbed on.
Decided he was going to go for a ride there.
Third on Miller. Lena to the line. It's good on the first of two. Gieselman and Thompson return. Newby and Miller sit down. Newby hit a big three during his minutes out there. Michelangelo trying to distract Zach Lena. Must be an Ninja Turtle fan because he knocked them both down. Callahan returns. He's out there with 4 fouls. So both coaches, with about 6.5 minutes left here, get their players with 4 fouls back in the game for this stretch run. And they go at each other. Gieselman to Thompson, back to Gieselman. And that's going to be number 5 on Callahan. Callahan picks up his 5th. He got about 20 seconds since he checked back in. So they rolled the dice, and with Gieselman, the one that he's been guarding, that's a tough call to come back in with 4 fouls and not pick up a foul guarding Gieselman. He knows it.
Yeah, and you know Gieselman's charge was go right at him. Get him out of the lineup, and not quite sure if he had the block there so much as it
maybe Bloom.
Bloom with a little bit of a reach, but was in the area, and anytime you're in the area. But now Gieselman's going to see that on the other end. Yeah, I mean, whoever's going to have, whoever Gieselman's guarding is probably going to get the ball, and they're going to go right at him.
Gieselman ties it back up at 79.
At least that's what I would expect Hastings to do.
Well, they break the pressure, settle back into their half-court set, and it's Reinwald. They'll lob over the top. Thompson was there with the help. And tracking it down, Gieselman. Now Gieselman's got to be careful here. He doesn't pick up an offensive foul. Kick out. Keith and Karn had it blocked. Save back in. Great play by Stein, and a reach-in foul on Musial. That'll be 4 on Connor Musial.
Great save there, though, to keep it in play. That was a great save. Came flying out of nowhere.
Check that. Just the 3rd foul on Musial. Right there. Karn will step to the line for a pair. He was 2 for 2 in the first half. In and out on that one. The junior from Elkhorn hits the second. Sundquist checks in, the 6'3" sophomore from Stillwell, Kansas, as Karn will sit down.
Not good for the Prairie Wolves there. Thompson got tied up there coming off the free throw, and I don't know if he tweaked an ankle or a knee, but he went down real gingerly going to the bench right now. He's just going to keep going.
The athletic training staff going to check him out. As it is 80-79. It's athletic training night.
Plenty of trainers in the building tonight.
Man-to-man pressure. Not a lot going right now. The Musial slips free. Off glass and in for the lefty. Back and forth we go on this seesaw ride. 81-80 now. Hastings on top. Austin shadowing Bardsley everywhere he goes. Kick out, 3 on the way, in and out, no good. Bloom splits the defenders, and Gieselman saves
nice
it.
Play.
Stein to Gieselman, spot up 3. Little hard. Stein keeps it alive. Put up and in. Stein wouldn't be able to do it again if he had to. Gets his first bucket of the night, and gives the Prairie Wolves a 1-point lead. Way to battle on the offensive glass.
I can't believe that one went in. I'm a little shocked. This is the first time they've really gone at.
And you saw it there, Gieselman can't do much but let him go by. Reinwald over 30. Really checked Bardsley this half. Newby from deep.
Heads up play there that time.
Tried to save it in with Sundquist, but he was out of bounds when he touched it.
Reinwald actually threw it off of him there. Heads up play.
Looks like Sundquist with some good minutes there.
Looks like Thompson's getting taped up there in the corner. Not sure if he'll be able to go again or really kind of miss his energy he's had offensively. And played a great game defensively as well.
Usual pulls up from 15, and he's warming up. Solid half. He has 12 this half, 14 for the game.
Don't want to force a 3 here just because you're down 3.
At the same time, you know Nebraska Wesleyan, and that'll be Hastings basketball. Hey, Coach Wellman says we better talk this over before things get out of hand. Final 3:30 into this one after this.
Hi. I'm Ryan with LES's Save Money, Saving Energy, and I wanted to share a hot tip about keeping warm in the wintertime. Instead of turning up your thermostat, turn on a portable space heater. After all, why heat your whole house when you only want the room you're in to be warm and toasty? Oh, that's too toasty. Don't touch that, Gracie. For more energy-saving tips like this, visit us at les.com or do a search for LES Video Vault on YouTube. We'll see you next time.
3-point advantage for the Broncos. 3:38 left in this one. Thompson back there getting his ankle taped up. See if he's good to go. He's going to give it a try. Test it out. Some foul trouble in both squads. Callahan has already fouled out for Hastings. Thompson's back in the huddle, says I'm good to go. He's not, he got there in time to check in this time. See if he's back in after maybe the next dead ball.
He's going to head to the table right away, I think.
Well, he wants to.
He's trying to. And if you're Hastings again offensively, you got to go right at Gieselman.
Very limited with those 4 fouls. Bloom, Reinwald, Musial, Lena, and Austin for the Broncos. Lena is got Gieselman on it. See if they try and get it to him. Instead of 3 from Musial, in and out, but a push off. Other way we go. That time on Lena, and that'll be 3 on him. Free throws at the other end. Good position that time by Keith and Karn. Karn 3 of 4 from the line tonight.
Now Thompson's back at the table. He's ready to come back in.
2 shots the rest of the way here. Both coaches standing, pacing. Karn's first one rolls off. Wellman for Nebraska Wesleyan. Gavers over there for Hastings. Gavers in his second season. Before that, he's a longtime high school coach here in the ranks. Second free throw is good for Karn. Back to a 2-point lead for the Broncos. Austin lost it off his foot.
just enough pressure there to make him kind of
the pass
gut
got
check
him a little too far. They tried to force it up to him. I thought maybe Bloom was going to bring it up himself. Chance to tie or take the lead here as we approach the 3-minute mark. Gieselman on the drive, high off glass, no. Battle for it, and a travel.
Got surrounded by 5 Prairie Wolves there and didn't have any place to go.
And now Coach Gavers being told to get back into the box. He thought there was a foul. Tried to get it into Bardsley in the post, puts it up, and the foul is going to be called on Reinwald, his second. We'll put Bardsley to the line, one of the better free throw shooters in the nation, although he has went just 1 for 2 from the line tonight. Got him right on the side of the head.
Yeah, recalibrated him a little bit. Get the gun sight right.
Got it to go. Can tie it up here. And he does. Only 5 points this half for Bardsley. We got a tie ball game with just under 3 minutes left. It's Lena again guarding the defensive assignment of Gieselman. Now Gieselman's on Austin. Musial. He buries another one. Musial is having a huge second half for the Broncos. The freshman from Lincoln North Star just down the road. Gieselman faces up, body, and he'll go to the line for a pair. Fouls on Lena. That's going to be 4 on him.
And they were trying to get Bardsley on a backdoor cut there, but he just wasn't able to get himself open. You can kind of see it there. Good switch by the Broncos, so then Gieselman just decided, I'm going to go to the hole. Drew the foul.
Left it short. Gieselman, there's so many facets. The jumper, and there's the look that everyone in here kind of had. Makes good on the second. Gieselman at 26 tonight.
They get a stop here to feel much better about your chances here if you're Wesleyan.
Bloom with the basketball. Kick out wide open. Musial, they lost him, and he buries another one.
Not who you want to leave wide open right now.
5-point lead for the Broncos.
Again, don't have to force up a 3 here.
Timeout on the floor with a 5-point lead. The Broncos trying to close things out here at Snyder Arena.
You should pick Wesleyan because
it's a school that whatever you want to be in life, you can certainly do it.
I wanted a small school, small campus where I could be one-on-one with my professors.
It's just like one big family. Not to mention the kind of education she gets is wonderful.
I didn't apply to any of the schools. I know Wesleyan was the one that I wanted to come to.
We want you to come join us and be part of the Prairie Wolf family and be a part of the tradition of success.
91-86. Coach Wellman talking things over. Coach Gaver and Hastings talking things over. Broncos behind the hot shooting in this half of Connor Musial. He has 4 threes, a couple other field goals, and a pair of free throws. 20 points, 18 of them in the second half. Our crew hard at work, getting the great shots here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
And he just got lost this last time down on the court. You know, last 3 or 4 times down, he's been hot and then just got lost.
1 timeout the rest of the way for Nebraska Wesleyan. Both teams in the double bonus. Arrow in the favor of the Prairie Wolves. 3 timeouts for the Broncos.
You don't have to force up a 3 here. You just want to get points.
Well, the Prairie Wolves know how to come from behind. They did it just 1 game back, as they came from double digits down in the final 4 minutes. Thompson with that taped ankle out there. Gets it to Gieselman. He fires up a three.
There it is.
You don't have to, but if you got it and you're open, you shoot it, and Gieselman buries it.
Yeah, as long as it wasn't a forced three, you know. Oh, and Gieselman saw that one coming from him.
Gieselman tried to play a little strong safety there.
Just was a half step too slow.
Gieselman will foul out with a $1:42 left of the clock. Here's the three just buried to get it within 2. And then, yeah, he was just sitting back there kind of reading this one. He saw it, just couldn't get there. About a step behind.
There's going to be a couple guys for Hastings that are going to be feeling Gieselman tomorrow.
Carson Bloom took the charge from Gieselman earlier.
Bloom and Musial will both be feeling Gieselman tomorrow.
Good.
So
Musial has some signals for the crowd. Hit them both. Musial and Reinwald in this half are what's doing it for the Broncos. Bardsley, 3 is blocked. Quickly ahead, Austin. Jump stop, high off glass, missed it. Karn to Thompson. Little helter-skelter here. Thompson hesitates, dribbles in, kicks it across to nobody.
I think the frustrating part there is for your Thompsons. That's usually where Gieselman's set up. That's Gieselman's spot. We're also missing the fact here that a guy that's listed at 5'6" had a block.
That's right. 93-89, back with the final $1:17 after this.
What excites me is being able to build something that isn't there. We're not about following the norm, we're about creating.
New concepts, they're always in the back of my head. The burger place that everybody wants it to be.
It just went crazy, but it wasn't at a point that we knew it could fully support a new adventure.
Sebastian's Table is everything I love about food. So Union Bank willing to take on a restaurant and give us a chance. We know there's always somebody there who will back us if we want to do something new.
We don't want to slow down. We're ready to keep rolling.
93-89, minute 17. Wesleyan going to have to come from behind in order to win this one. Student section trying to do their part, get Hastings to miss some free throws down there on that end, but they've done a lot of damage from the free throw line, have the Broncos.
And Prairie Wolves have struggled at the line. Hitting 1 of 2, 4 or 5 times down the court. You know, those 4 points could be
23 free throws made by the Broncos tonight. They've missed only 5. 23 at 28.
Not a bad night from the line.
Got to
get a turnover stop.
Yeah, on 4 points and a $1:17 for Nebraska Wesleyan. No sweat.
No, yeah.
No sweat all season.
Got them right where you want them.
Kraus with the basketball. Reinwald. Over to Bloom. Bloom with a good drive. Drops it for Lana. Will go to the line for a pick. And that's going to be number 5 on Blake Reese. Exactly 1 minute left in this one. Reese, just 1 bucket back in the first half.
We only got 1 timeout left, and
going to use this as one of those timeouts. He's got to get a sub to the table, and Miller's going to check in. Jake Miller, the 6'2" junior. Miller knocked down a triple back in the first half. Has 3 fouls of his own. Lena at the line for a pair. He has 3 of the 5 misses tonight for the Broncos, so he might have the right guy at the line, but he makes that one look pretty easy. Teams in a tie here in the G-Pack, trying to separate themselves. Move up in that pack in that 4 through 6 rate. Second one's good as well. Still plenty of time, don't have to have the 3 here, just need a quick bucket. Bardsley down low, muscles his way in. Off glass, no good. Lena with the board. And a heads-up play by Tobin Reinwald to call the timeout there, leading 95-89.
Hi, I'm Ryan with LES's Save Money, Saving Energy, and I wanted to share a hot tip about keeping warm in the wintertime. Instead of turning up your thermostat, turn on a portable space heater. After all, why heat your whole house when you only want the room you're in to be warm and toasty? Oh, that's too toasty. Don't touch that, Gracie. For more energy-saving tips like this, visit us at les.com or do a search for LES Video Vault on YouTube. We'll see you next time.
Back at Snyder Arena, Wade Tracy, Lucas Mormon, the entire Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network crew. 42.4, you saw it there, 95-89, Nebraska Wesleyan trails. Both teams with 1 timeout. Arrow in favor of the Wolves, and both teams in the double bonus.
Go for the quick steal, don't get the steal, got a foul.
Tail of 2 halves, that first half.
Wesleyan just didn't have their run in the second half.
They haven't converted at the line quite as often as you'd like. Austin gets the basketball, he's fouled quickly. Damian Austin has not scored yet tonight. It'll be his first free throw attempts of the evening.
Number 1, Damian Austin to the line.
Third foul on Thompson. Free throws up and in. Charity stripe is where Hastings has distanced himself in this game.
And when they've counted, too.
And with both free throws, that pushes it to an 8-point lead for the Broncos. Thompson's got to get the ball quick, pulls up from 12, got it to go. Only 1 timeout left for Nebraska Wesleyan. They get it in. Usual gets all the way down the court, still haven't fouled. Bloom back out to Austin, 28 seconds. Now they're just playing defense, now they get the foul. So wait a little bit before fouling there. 6-point deficit. Musial to the line.
Effectively iced this one away here with 2 made free throws.
Musial, huge second half. First free throw line miss.
There's a pulse.
Musial.
It's faint, but it's there.
Musial has 20 on the second half alone, 22 on the night. The freshman from Lincoln, North Star, makes the second. 7-point lead. Got to have a quick one here again. Thompson spins in, draws the foul, stops the clock. Chance for a couple here.
Make one, maybe miss the second, get the rebound, got a chance.
20 seconds here, 7-point lead. Fouls on Bloom. His third. Up and in for Thompson.
It's not out of the realm of possibility, though.
Especially not the way that almost everyone out on the court for Nebraska Wesleyan can hit a 3.
Well, and how big was that three to end the first half now, the runner that Hastings had?
Bardsley with the foul, his third, and at the line will be Reinwald, who I don't have for a miss in my book as he steps to the line. A perfect 10 for 10.
A make here will salt it away.
Rattles that one home. Trying to hit the century mark. The last time these two teams played, Nebraska Wesleyan won it, but it was the highest point output of the year for Hastings in the loss. Well, they did one better. This is their highest point output, 100 points and an 8-point lead. Miller off glass. Last time out of the night for Nebraska Wesleyan is taken by Coach Wellman, back with the final 12.4 after this.
You should pick Wesleyan because
It's a school that whatever you want to be in life, you can certainly do it.
I wanted a small school, small campus where I could be one-on-one with my professors.
It's just like one big family. Not to mention the kind of education she gets is wonderful.
I didn't apply to any of the schools. I know Wesleyan was the one that I wanted to come to.
We want you to come join us and be part of the Prairie Wolf family and be a part of the tradition of success.
100-94, Hastings on top here at Snyder Arena, and the Hastings have had the numbers of Nebraska Wesleyan here at home.
So make it 10 out of 11.
And Wesleyan playing very well at home. They've been playing very well when they score 90 or more. As we hit in the pregame, they've done both. But then they're going to take a miraculous finish here to pull something out as they trail by 6 with a free throw to come. Or checked out.
Stranger things.
Sure to be a free throw, minus a steal.
Stranger things have happened, so. And not guarding the inbounder, going to try to jump one of these.
Immediately fouled is Reinwald. 2 more upcoming for him. He's working on a career night. 33 right now. Eight teams make it to the GPAC tournament. These two were tied at 6th. Reinwald with 34 on the night. Coach Gavers looks on. His tie and his shirt is indicative of the kind of battle it was between these two teams tonight.
It's been a struggle for them to get to 102.
Thompson left it short. That battle for it there is Shaka Taylor. Got a hand on it. Foul on the play. Foul is going to be on Bardsley, his 4th. And up by 8 here. This one's all but done. As a few of the faithful head for the exits here at Snyder Arena. Bloom misses the first. So the rest of the schedule, 2 road games before coming back here on the 21st, the Saturday game, as they'll host Mount Marty. But before that, they go to Dort and to Doe. It'll be Bronco basketball. And with 6 seconds left, that should do it. I doubt that Wesleyan will foul here. Bloom gets it in the backcourt, and that'll be all she wrote. 103 to 94. The Broncos knock off the Prairie Wolves here at home, which is a hard thing to do as of late. Gieselman had a good night again, double digits for him. Reinwald was the force, 35 points for the Broncos. Bardsley kept it check in the second half as the Broncos pulled away with a 103-94 victory. For Wade Tracy, our entire Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network crew, I'm Lucas Borman saying good night and good evening.
Today's Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network telecast game was made possible by Lincoln Electric System. It's your electricity. Own it. Union Bank. You belong here. And Nebraska Wesleyan University.